Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're actually going to dive into the NFC and AFC North. So for my predictions this season in the AFC, I got the Baltimore Ravens retaining their division championship, going 14-3. Lamar Jackson having an MVP caliber season. I got the Cincinnati Bengals going 13-4. Joe Burrow also having an MVP caliber season, a comeback season. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers going 10-7, and I got the Cleveland Browns going 5-12. In the NFC North, I got the Green Bay Packers winning that division at 11-6. I got the Minnesota Vikings going 9-8. I got the Detroit Lions going 8-9, and I got the Chicago Bears going 4-13. Now, before I break down my predictions, Alex, do you have any thoughts on my predictions?
Well, so far from what you said and from what I know, um, I think, I mean, yeah, the Ravens have been pretty good. I have a bunch of buddies of mine who are from there, and yeah, Lamar Jackson, from what they've said, has had an amazing season. If anything, a lot of people argue that it should have been a Bills Ravens Super Bowl from what I've heard. And again, MVP. Did he win it? Did he win any or no?
Lamar did not win any awards last year. I think it was Josh
So
Allen
he
who
was
won the
one of the
MVP,
contenders that I
but
heard
he
like
was a
he was supposed
contender.
to get it.
He
And
was.
and
He
I was also because I remember watching a few games. I was like shocked. I'm like, damn, like they were pretty good. But I guess towards the end of the playoffs, they just couldn't beat.
technically he had better numbers than Josh Allen. However, Josh Allen, because he had never won it, and I think there was Lamar Jackson fatigue, and I think people thought Josh should have won it the year before, gave Josh Allen, I think, this MVP. Because in reality, it could have gone either Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, either way. To be
And
completely
then
honest.
you also got what's it called? The Broncos with Bo Nix as well. I heard some good things, but again, it's kind of like it's kind of I feel like they're kind of mid, not mid, but like with ranking the AFC and NFC North, they're definitely in the middle when it comes to their overall strength as a football team. I'm
Who are
not
you
sure
talking
if you
about? The Bengals?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got the West mixed up. The Bengals, yeah. Joe Burrow, I heard was pretty good a couple years ago, but then I guess they didn't choke at some final game. But from what I heard, man, I don't know, like he was a good contender for being like one of the best quarterbacks there is, and I feel like he's still good. I just don't know what's going on with his team. I don't follow the Bengals team like that. Um, yeah.
So no, I could tell you what's wrong with the Bengals. So their defense was pure trash last year, utter garbage. Joe Burrow had an MVP caliber season. They had a losing record because or I think they had like a 9-8 record. They missed the playoffs, but their
Right.
defense was ass. They were literally losing games like 50-40. They were putting up 40
Gee.
fucking points. They were putting up 30 points on a weekly basis, and their defense couldn't stop a nosebleed with the league leading sack defensive player on that team.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Their defense was ass last year. So that was the issue with the Bengals. They got a new defensive coordinator who is from Boston College, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if his style of defense will translate to the NFL, but anything can be better than whatever the fuck the Bengals were doing last year, where they squandered a MVP caliber Joe Burrow year. If Joe Burrow can remain healthy, he'll be contending for the division. However, I still think the Baltimore Ravens are going to win that division, because when it comes to Joe Burrow facing the Ravens or Lamar Jackson, he has a losing record. He is, I think, 1-3 against Lamar Jackson in all head-to-head competitions, if I'm not mistaken. The Ravens and Lamar just have the Bengals number, or at least when they go head to head, they have each other's number. Now, the only thing that I think will be the deterring factor for the Ravens is, can Lamar Jackson continue to produce at the level that he's been producing, because he's a dual threat quarterback who needs his legs to be elite. And yes, he can throw the ball. We've seen him be able to do it, but will his style of offense and his style of play continue to translate year in and year out? That's still to remain to be seen. So we'll see what he does this year. Pittsburgh, they got Aaron Rodgers there. They got Mike Tomlin. They have like a good core of coaching and quarterback. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been the Aaron Rodgers that is the legendary Aaron Rodgers that we grew up with, like seeing him with the Green Bay Packers where he won the Super Bowl. He wasn't even that when he was with the Jets, right? He got hurt, and then last year he had a bad year, and then they didn't want to bring him back. So he's kind of like towards the end of his career. But the thing is, he is a more capable and competent quarterback than they've had since Big Ben retired. And I think that was like 4 or 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And with Mike Tomlin's coaching and what he's been able to do with subpar quarterback play, having a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers should at least make them good for at least 10 wins, if not maybe 11. I just don't see them having a losing season this year. And Mike Tomlin has never
the Steelers or the Packers?
The Steelers.
Okay.
The Browns are going to be ass. There's just too much drama and bullshit with the Browns that I just have no faith in the Browns. They always suck.
What I've seen, at least like numbers wise, at least in the North, AFC North, I don't know. I'm a Ravens fan as well. True Niners fan, 100%. But I would say from this division, from this conference, I would probably pick the Ravens to be coming up top. Bengals maybe. Again, from what you said, they were close, you know. And then for the NFC North, the Lions had a phenomenal season last year, so they could be a good big contender as well. But I don't know, since Aaron Rodgers is not on the Packers anymore, I don't know how they'll perform. But the Vikings came close to equalizing in the Lions' overall standings. At least I'm just comparing it from last season. So that's just those are my opinions as well. But listen, folks, you guys came here for Nelson's top 5 picks right here. So don't listen to me. Please, God, don't listen to me.
Hey, if you need sound financial advice on your life and career goals or movie advice, guys, go check out Shady Mob Productions or Shady Mob Podcast for the movie stuff and content reviews, and A&A Radio with Alex the Man Angelov for financial tips and advice. That's the guy you want to ask. He knows everything. He knows most of it. Most of it. As time goes on, he usually updates his information. He's right now in pure study mode. So wait until he drops some more content, and you'll love the shit that he drops because it's amazing. But no, realistically, in the NFC North, I got the Green Bay Packers winning that division. They got Micah Parsons in that trade. They have a legitimate defense now with Micah, Rashawn Gary. Their cornerbacks are fucking deep. They have a decent, I wouldn't say elite, but you could say he's about a top 10, top 12 quarterback in Jordan Love. They have in my honest opinion, a top 5 wide receiver room. They have a lot of young talent that have shown up when they needed them to show up, and they have a running game. So they also have a head coach. Like the Packers, they are the best team right now in the NFC North. I think because the Detroit Lions were dealing with the amount of injuries that they were dealing with, and the loss of Ben Johnson, Jared Goff has been able to be Jared Goff because of the coaching or the coaching and the play calling that he's had. When he hasn't had that play calling, Jared Goff has not been good. We saw him with Fisher. I don't know if Ben Johnson was there from day one with Goff, but we saw his struggles when he first got to Detroit until he got adjusted to the system. I see them, even though they have a breadth of talent, taking a step back this year and finishing third in their division. I believe in J.J. McCarthy. I think they have the best. They have, in my honest opinion, I think the Vikings have a top 3 wide receiver room. They got Adam Thielen back. They got Justin Jefferson, and they have Jordan Addison. And Jordan Addison and Jefferson have been balling, and we've seen what Adam Thielen has been in Minnesota historically. If J.J. McCarthy is that guy with Aaron Jones there as his back, they're going to be good. I believe in J.J. McCarthy. I believe in the Minnesota Vikings. I believe they're going to be second. There's a reason why I got them going 9-8. But Detroit goes down at 8-9. I think they've just lost too much coaching intellectually that they're going to take a step back, similar to how the Eagles took a step back. The only difference is I don't think Dan Campbell is nearly as I wouldn't say that. I don't think the Lions team roster is as deep as the Eagles roster was when Nick Sirianni lost his coordinators. I think the Lions roster is a little bit lighter, and that's why they're going to suffer the 8-9 season that they're going to suffer. And then with all the reports that came out of camp from Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears with Caleb Williams not getting the offense and having issues and struggling, I think they're going to be the worst team in that division. I think they're going to be 4-13, and I think they're going to be contemplating trading not Caleb Williams, but like looking to move up in the draft or draft a quarterback because Caleb Williams is not that guy. Maybe they're going to give him one more year and they're going to try to blame everybody else. But I just don't trust it. I think they're going to be moving off Caleb, and they're going to be maybe going to Sargent, who Ben Johnson has been speaking glowingly of since he's taken over the job in Chicago. But yeah, if you want to make money so far from the 4 division winners, AFC East and NFC East, and AFC North and NFC North. In the East, I got the Buffalo Bills winning. I got the Eagles winning the East. I got the Washington Commanders finishing 10-7. I got the Baltimore Ravens winning the North, and then I got the Green Bay Packers also winning the North in the NFC. With that being said, we will be right back after these messages, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast, where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.